If you're familiar with the channel, then I've talked about sowing seeds for future work, and we did some mini documentaries on one of our clients, and it was just going to be some kind of a promo, and we ended up doing like a mini documentary for them. And what that ended up leading to was more of this type of work for that client as well as other clients, because we had something to show them and say, hey, we did this for this client, and this is, it's corporate clients. It's not anything super dramatic, but it could work for you. And so when we showed it to them, they were like, yeah, that's what I want. And so what we're doing here for this client is, this is one of our corporate clients. They own a med spa, and now they own a, med spa themed type of gym, as you can see the aesthetic of this gym here. And he's been wanting to lose weight for a while and drop some pounds, and he's tried before and failed, and this time he's like, look, I want to do it, and I want to go hard for it. I want to have it documented. So we showed him what we could do, and he was like, let's do it. So we're doing mini documentaries, multiple part mini documentary, which will turn into a longer documentary once it's over and he's lost his weight. So this is that journey. Josh and I are in here getting some footage of him working out. He actually went really super hard his first day of working out for the documentary. In other words, just trying to show what he's going to be doing on a regular basis. Here he's doing the strength training gym. And once again, he is the owner of these gyms, but he wanted to do the strength training gym and the Pilates because they have two sides of it. Usually he'll do one day and then he'll do the other the next day. He did both all on one day, and it's all on his first day. But that's not what you're here to hear. You're here to hear what we did for production. And so Josh and I both had handheld cameras. We didn't want to use gimbal. We didn't want to use anything else other than hands, right? And I had my Cine saddle just so it could stabilize images because I was on the long lens. So I was doing tights. Josh was doing wides. Now, we've since learned from this shoot that it ended up being a little bit overkill because we didn't kill ourselves with time. We made sure there was enough time for everything. So being that there was enough time, we really didn't have to have a wide and a tight. Josh could have done wide and tights, and I could have done special B-roll where I'm getting close-ups of, face, sweat, hands, the machine. While he's getting the action, I can go around and do B-roll. So now after we were done getting the exercise shots, we went into the gym. We went back to the gym and we set up for the interview. And we wanted it to be something nice looking because the gym has a nice aesthetic, as I said before, but we also wanted to get something a little bit dramatic. So the way we lit it with the shadows and all, we wanted to be nice, complimenting the area, but also dramatic because he's talking about some serious issues here concerning his weight and how it has affected his life and how he wants to change that. It was a fantastic setup. I think it went really well. This is the first shoot that we decided to mix cameras. When we went Blackmagic, we decided to go at least 2 cameras Blackmagic so we didn't have to mix footage. But as we've been on this journey, we've been mixing footage and we're like, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. So we decided to throw an FX3 in the mix. And so we had about 3 different angles. Obviously, the Blackmagic 12K Cine Ursa was the A cam. Then we had the B cam as the FX3, and then the FX6 as the what I call the off angle camera, where he's in the front third, which I've never really liked, but it's supposed to be off-putting. It's supposed to make you feel the tension in the scene, and that's exactly what it does. And then I have footage here coming up soon so you could see exactly what it was all about. This is our setup. We used my flat panel light, and it actually was everything that we needed, right? It's about the same setup time. It's an extra piece of equipment that could help you. If that's all you got, then I think that's going to be a fantastic light, but it's not cheaper than anything else. So, it is what it is. It was a great light for what it was. It's automatically soft right out the gate. We ended up pulling the diffusion on the inner part off of it because, well, it was a little bit too much. But as you can see, we have all kinds of layers of diffusion.
The way that makes me feel is obviously just sad, and it makes me have regrets that I don't want to really live with. And yeah. I had some pretty drastic fluctuations in weight. I probably gained, about 70 pounds, after college, probably within first 2 or 3 years. I've lowered my expectations on myself or my standards, and sometimes I've gotten overly used to that.
I got him at short. Go ahead. Great drive. Great drive. Just like that. Perfect. Don't forget to breathe.
Oh my gosh. Well, I survived day one. It was definitely challenging. I did my first strength training class and also my first Pilates class today in about...
So what we did right after that interview, we had 10 minutes till the next fitness class started. And so we scrambled as fast as we could. Didn't even have time to film none of that B-roll to pull everything out of the gym and into the parking lot where we loaded into. So it's just sitting here. So right now we got to put it all back and then go back in there for B-roll. Well, the cool part about it is Josh took care of the B-roll, so he helped me clean up for a little bit, and then he went in there to go get the shots, and I stayed out here and packed up and put everything back in. Boy, I gotta tell you, man, this is like, we love the image when we see it on camera, but then sometimes it's like, oh gosh, we gotta put all of it back. But at the same time, all of it's budgeted for in the schedule. So we put everything on the car, but I wanted to show you all those accent lights that you were seeing in there are all of these. These are all a bunch of little lights that we've accumulated over the last 2 or 3 years. And I have to say that all of it could have been done with this one type of light. And the reason why I'm pointing this one out is because of, I'm gonna say all of these guys, right? This is like the Cinepier, the Zhuin. But that's a little bit more expensive. This is a lot more expensive than Nanlite. But this guy is like $20, $17 or $20 a piece, and it did what we needed to do for accent lights. This is also the same thing. It's also a newer, except this is like a mini tube light. But I prefer this little guy just because he's so versatile, so small, could fit in a bunch of different places. This is an old Viltrox one. I bought this one for $40, about 3 years ago. And this is the one I won from Cine Gear. And this is a Godox MA5R. So, and these are all, I think, except for this one. This is bicolor. Every single one of these are RGB. This one by far is the most bright. So it's cool to have the Cinepier, and I actually got this one on sale, I think, for 15 bucks. So it was cheaper at the time, but I think it goes for like 35 or 40 bucks. But this one is brighter. So, pros and cons to it all. But if you're looking for something that's just only, you use it for accent lights, I would go for those little ones because you can get more. But if you could catch this on sale, I'd get this because it's just much more bright. I can actually in different times use this as a key light if I wanted to at full brightness in certain scenarios, getting close enough. So anyway, now as I said at the beginning, this is one part of multiple parts. We've already done the second part, so stay tuned for that, and then hopefully we can bring you the third part and then the big documentary, so stay tuned for that.